Today's affirmation: when I align my actions with my passion, I tap into my flow state and accomplish tasks with ease. Flow state, also known as being in the zone, is a psychological state of mind where a person is fully immersed and deeply engaged in an activity, often losing track of time. You may not always experience these types of moments at your job, but you may find it invigorating and needed in the midst of your career-changing journey. The small pockets of time working on your passion project, side hustle, or studying for that certification will benefit from these moments of flow. Hello and welcome to the Mindful Career Change Podcast. I'm your host, Valerie Mekki, a career change counselor and guide. Today's episode, we are practicing an empowering affirmation that when we align our passion with our action, we accomplish anything. When I align my actions with my passion, I tap into my flow state and accomplish tasks with ease. Our time is limited. Between the responsibilities of home and work, who has the time to work on their passion projects, side business, or even learning to level up on your skills for a new career? Guilt might start to creep in as you think to yourself, I should be working on this project or studying for that course. And maybe a bit of shame that you haven't made progress. It's time to cut out the guilt and shame because we all have a lot on our plates. So it's not about how much time you have, but how and when you spend your time. It's time to find your flow state. During a flow state, people experience a heightened sense of concentration, creativity, and productivity. They become so absorbed in the task at hand that they may feel a sense of effortlessness and enjoyment, even with just a limited amount of time. It's the quality of the experience, not the quantity. Sounds pretty amazing, right? Well, how do you experience these in the zone moments? I'll break it down with 4 essential rules of setting yourself up for a flow state session. Number 1, match your focus time to activity. Studies have shown specific windows during the day when your focus and creativity are at their prime. According to best-selling author and researcher Daniel Pink, in a single day we go through 3 stages: peak, trough, and recovery. Peak. This is when your mood and alertness is high and soaring in the morning. Trough. As the early to mid-afternoon rolls in, your mood and energy level can take a dip. Recovery. Your mood and energy bounces back up in the early evening. Now here's the strategy to set yourself up for optimal flow state. Align your tasks with these waves of energy. If you got intense analytical work, like calculations, strategy sessions, or writing, aim for the morning. The brain is open and ready to get down to business. Midday, when you're in that trough stage. Handling emails and research could be most effective and doesn't require intense brain power to get done. And lastly, save your creative activities for after 5 p.m. That's when your brain's ready to embrace innovation and imaginative parts of your project, which could be content creation or drumming up ideas for marketing or for your personal branding. This is exactly how I set up my workdays. In the mornings, my head is clear and sharp and ready to go. So that's when I spend my time writing. And then I answer emails or I work on reports like pulling data in the afternoon. Then I look forward to working on creative stuff like finding images for my blog or music for the podcast in the early evenings. Number 2, set your environment up for success. Create a comfortable and organized space. Ensure that you have all the necessary tools and materials within your reach, so you don't have to be interrupted in your flow state, searching for things like your laptop charger or your notebook. This also means not including devices that could cause distractions like your phone. This is probably a tough one for a lot of people, including me, especially if you have kids. Well, here's a tip. During your focus times, let your phone ringer stay on and place it in another room that's an earshot away. Schools usually call in case of emergencies, not text. And if you're someone's lifeline and they depend on you, let them know when you have your focus time and that it's best to call you for real emergencies. Setting up your environment for success also means removing your phone outside of the environment. Number 3, listening to music and sounds. Some people find that music can help them get into a focused and creative mindset, and there's actually data that can back that up. A study from the Department of Medical Genetics from the University of Helsinki, Finland, showed that listening to 20 minutes of classical music, particularly the Baroque genre, can help assist with genes responsible for brain function and memory. The research team noted an increase of dopamine in synaptic function in the brain when listening to classical music. Another way to enhance your flow state is to have ambient sounds in the background, like white noise, brown, or pink. Studies have shown that specific levels of frequency can help heighten your concentration and tune out distractions. You can find different color noises on streaming apps like Spotify or Apple Music to match each sound to your task. And lastly, number 4, resist multitasking. You would think trying to get as many tasks done in one block of time could really help you move the needle, but it actually can slow things down. Researchers have found that multitasking can be 40% less productive than just focusing on one task at a time. The mental gymnastics of switching between tasks come at a cost of time, energy, and prone to making more errors. So do yourself a favor, stick to one task and get it done with focus and clarity. Remember, it's not about doing more, it's about doing it smarter. So there you have it, 4 essential rules to help set yourself up for an optimal flow state. Number 1, match your focus time to task. Number 2, set your environment up for success. Number 3, listen to classical music like Baroque or fill your space with colored noise. And number 4, resist the urge to multitask. We can't expect to jam all the work that needs to be done in one block of time. Divide your tasks according to your energy levels and brain power. This isn't about cramming everything in at sunrise or burning the midnight oil. It's about optimizing your mental energy and getting into that flow state. So, are you ready to practice an empowering affirmation of aligning your actions and passion to meet your flow state? This is a great affirmation just to get yourself in the right mindset so you're ready to get into that zone of flow. Let's begin by priming your mind and body so you're open to accept this affirmation practice. We'll start by scanning your body, letting go of any tension or energy that doesn't serve you. And take a cleansing breath in and out. I'll begin by reciting the affirmation twice, and while you hear the affirmations, imagine you're writing this affirmation down on a whiteboard or you're watching someone write it on the board for you. This will help with memorization. So let's begin. When I align my actions with my passion, I tap into my flow state and accomplish tasks with ease. I'll repeat the affirmation again, but this time I want you to repeat it out loud to yourself so you can make that connection. When I align my actions with my passion, I tap into my flow state and accomplish tasks with ease. I'll repeat the affirmation again. Once again, say it out loud to yourself. When I align my actions with my passion, I tap into my flow state and accomplish tasks with ease. Now, imagine seeing yourself in full action, working on your passion project, business, or leveling up on your skills. And you're in the zone. No interruptions, just pure energy running through your body, getting things done. I'll repeat this affirmation again and imagine and visualize yourself in this vision. When I align my actions with my passion, I tap into my flow state and accomplish tasks with ease. I'll repeat it one last time and give you a moment to let it sink in. When I align my actions with my passion, I tap into my flow state and accomplish tasks with ease. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes if you had them closed. This affirmation is yours to recite and practice for 21 days at least once a day. It's most effective right before you start a task or when you wake up in the morning before you start your day. You can take your affirmation practice a step further by making your affirmations sticky. You can write them down on a sticky note and place it somewhere visible, like on your computer and laptop, as a quick reminder you're capable of achieving a flow state. You just need to prime your mind and your environment. If you're curious to learn more on how to make your affirmations sticky, which is an acronym on how to make your affirmation practice more effective and sustainable, go back to episode 1, where I walk you through the steps of how to make your affirmations sticky so it can have a transformative impact on your career-changing journey. Please make sure to subscribe and bookmark this episode so you'll have it handy whenever you need a quick guide of this affirmation. If you thought this episode was helpful, please feel free to share it with a family member or a friend who may need a practice on how to get into a flow state, or help rate this episode wherever you're listening so it can help this podcast grow and blossom so other career changers will find it. Thank you for joining me, and most importantly, thank yourself for taking the time to make a mindful career change. I'll talk to you soon.